Constructing your life is about much more than just building a bank account. Each week, join real estate entrepreneur and mindset coach Austin Linney as he interviews guests who are constructing their dream lives and impacting the world around them on a daily basis. If you're an entrepreneur or wanting to start a business, or you just want to hear motivating stories of how others have overcome the odds, you are in the right place. And now for your host, Austin Linney.
Guys, welcome back to Construct Your Life. This is Austin Linney here. I am joined by you know what? He just made the cover of GQ magazine as the sexiest realtor alive. I mean, it's, I don't even know how I got this interview. I mean, straight up. I mean, I just thank you so much, Julio, for being here.
This dude. I appreciate it, man. First podcast ever.
First podcast ever. Woo! I seem to be breaking all. This is the third one today. It's the first. So I seem to be the guy. We met. You're here in the Austin area. Now you work for the juggernaut, the team, the guys, my dudes. I've had every one of them on the podcast. So it's perfect. But what I want to do is I want to tell your story because there's been a lot of transition in the last couple of months. So I think this is the perfect time to have a podcast. So you tell your story and we'll kind of go from there.
Oh man. So, I'm in my 30s now. But I actually I came to this country when I was 14. I didn't know any English. Surprisingly, a lot of people don't believe me, but, you can ask my high school friends. They had a hard time understanding me and we had a hard time communicating with each other. But I came from Venezuela, which is in South America. I came here with my dad. The plan was just to stay here for a year, learn English, and then go back. But I enjoyed it and I liked it. But other than that, unfortunately, what happened was that we were on a visa and he lost his job and we lost status. So basically, we were undocumented. And we were undocumented. I was undocumented until I was 21 years old. And I couldn't go back, even if I wanted to. And so, long story short, I couldn't work. I couldn't drive. If any of my high school friends see this, like they know, I mean, I thank them for everything that they did during those years during high school. Yeah, man, it was tough, especially because, you're a teenager and you want to drive or you want to have a job and make some money. I couldn't do any of that. I mean, I did some jobs, but it was obviously all under the table. But yeah, that was kind of the beginning. And then you want me to go further?
Well, what's interesting to me is how similar this story sounds to Diego. Yep. No kidding that y'all are on the same team, obviously. So yeah. So you're 21. So you finally got documented at 21,
right? Yeah.
Okay.
So. Yeah, we were able to find a loophole.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question before that? Because this is why, besides the fact that y'all are great people, besides the fact that I'm honorary Hispanic, okay, that everybody needs to understand that very quickly. Like the skin's white. It's just because I can't tan. Matter. Okay. But mainly because I worked in the restaurant hotel business for 20 years, which is, we all know is tons of Honduras, Hispanic, Guatemala. And I can't stand the connotation that people put on the Hispanic culture. They're amazing humans that work their ass off, don't complain. But what I want to talk about before we continue the story is, what is the uneasy feeling like, right, when you're 18, 17, 16, and you understand what's going on in the world, knowing that your home country can't have you and your country that you're in doesn't want you, like, or they claim they don't want you, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, and it's tough because you're so limited and you don't want to get in trouble, right? Because and I mean, at that point, I didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, this is before DACA. This is before Obama. It's very uneasy feeling. You try to make the best of it. And I remember I was so embarrassed that it happened because, I mean, it was completely out of my control. And it was out of the control of my dad as well. And my friends would ask me like, "Oh, why can't you work, man? Hey, I have an opportunity here." And I can't remember what I used to say, but I would just come up with excuses because I was so embarrassed to say that I was undocumented. Because sometimes there's a stigma to it. And so, yeah, I mean, it was not a good feeling, but I made it through.
Yeah. So 21, you get documented. What happens next?
So 21, trying to catch up, right? But fortunately, I was able to go to community college and got a lot of classes done. So 21 happens. I was going to community college, but I decided to take a break and just bust my butt and just work and save. And I worked for like 6 to 8 months straight in a restaurant. It was my first job, like official job. And I was able to save up enough money to buy a car. My uncle helped me with some of it, but I paid for most of it myself, for the down payment, that is. And then I got accepted into Texas Tech. And then I decided to go to Tech for school. And so I packed up my car and just headed up there. And then I was able to get my bachelor's in kinesiology or exercise sports science. And then I decided to go to graduate school and get a doctorate in physical therapy. And I know it's a doctorate, but we do not get paid like doctors. You can look it up anywhere. We do not get paid like doctors. So that's as far as my professional career. Yeah. So.
And how long did you how long have you been a physical therapist?
So it's been almost 5 years, I think. Yeah. Okay. Almost 5 years. Yeah. So it's been good. I'm very thankful for it. I'm very, very thankful for it. It's been a very stable job, even through this craziness that we just went through, and then I guess we're still going through. We got hit hard. I work at a nursing home currently as a physical therapist, and we got hit hard. I mean, we lost a lot of patients, residents, fortunately, rest in peace. And it was tough for a minute, but I'm very thankful because it provided me with a very steady income and a job that I enjoy for the most part. But it's I met amazing people in PT school, amazing people in PT school. I mean, they're my brothers and sisters to this day. I learned a lot, and very thankful for it.
But then a mistress came calling, and she is very addicting, and she's very needy, and that real estate game. So what happened? How did you find out about it? When was the first time that you started thinking about making a shift?
Man, this goes back, honestly, my first year into being a physical therapist. So I was trying to find a way on how to, and I know that it's very trendy and sexy right now, become financially independent, right? That's, becoming FI, whatever. But I really bought into it. I mean, it started with Mr. Money Mustache, and then the FI people, the Choose the FI people, and then just kind of went in from there. So I figure out the whole thing where you just put all your money into Vanguard and then just wait. Well, I'm very impatient. And I cannot wait that long. So I was like, well, what else can I do? And so I started looking into real estate, and obviously, like everybody else, bigger pockets. And it just kind of, I went down that rabbit hole. And then I just study, research. And at the time I was traveling, I did travel in PT, and I was able to travel in Arizona and Oregon. I bought a trailer and just took off out west. I was fortunate to do that. And then anyways, it's funny enough, on the way back, I'm ready to buy a house. I'm coming back to Austin. My family lives here. I'm ready to do it, jump in it. And I find Diego's podcast on Bigger Pockets. And on the drive back here, all the way from Oregon, and I was like, holy cow, this is me. Like this dude, I mean, it's so similar to my story, an immigrant that came here and he made it happen. Right. So super inspiring. And I just call him. This is back in November of 2019.
Dude, can I say something before we finish this story?
No, go ahead.
That man has to be the luckiest cold caller. Like, he's got hit up by you and Andreas. Like, I mean, He is like, dude, it's like, if I was him, I would always answer that phone.
Yeah. And Andres, same exact story. He just cold call him. It's crazy. Yeah. Who knows who will call him next, right? Cold calling him.
But first of all, I want to tell part of the story that we've never talked about. How did you find his number?
Well, he's a realtor, so I just looked him up.
Okay.
And honestly, I didn't think it was his real number. I'm calling this dude, and I'm like, he's not gonna answer. There's no way. Like, this is some random, like, just a Keller Williams number is what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
But if he answered right away, and I was like, hey, and then just kind of went from there. And I just want to give a shout out to him. And I'm not just saying this. Anybody that knows him, you know him. Mm-hmm. Super, super genuine dude. I mean, really, really. And it's hard for me to trust people sometimes. And I mean, I can tell you that in the year and a half now that I know him, I mean, super genuine dude. And he's busy. I mean, two companies, the realtor business. I mean, and he's always willing, if he has time, he's always willing to meet no matter what. He'll give you his time, which is obviously, as we know, the most important thing. So yeah, man, that's kind of how my story went with real estate. And now here I am. I'm a realtor. I'm part of his team.
Yeah, I have no problem saying that Diego changed my life. Like, and what I mean by that is when I met him, like I already had a servant's heart, but he like 10x'd it when I saw the way that he operates and the way that he does it, where he's at in his life, and just how much he's so happy to be giving back, and his stories inspired me and all that stuff. Like, it's just amazing. Everybody that he attracts is amazing human beings on top of that. So yeah, Diego, we'll just keep talking you up, bro. Whatever. But here's what I want to focus on, because I think this is super important, is that there's a million people out there that have jobs. They're not upset about them. They're not mad about them. They're making good money, not great money. And they don't go for that next thing. They don't go for that thing. Like, how did you juggle everything? How did you talk yourself into making even the leap to begin real estate school? Like, how do you do that? Because it is a competitive market.
Oh yeah, and I'm finding that out. So I'm as a realtor. So it started as an investor. I had no plans of becoming a realtor. I just wanted to be an investor. And I have a duplex right now where I'm standing that I've been fixing up forever, it seems like. I'm house hacking it. And then I have another property rental down in South Austin. Back to your question. So yeah, I mean, I honestly, I don't know, it may sound cliche, but I do want a lot more for myself. And I see, I guess, more potential out of what I can do. And yes, I have a steady job, but I see more of myself and what I can do. And so I fell in love with real estate, and I feel like this is the vehicle that I feel like it's going to take me there. And I think it will take me there. And at the same time, I can still keep, I help a lot of people with my profession, being a physical therapist, right? I mean, they're in probably the toughest position that they'll be in their life, right? They're sick, right? And they're trying to get back to where they were. So, but as a realtor, I can still help people buy their dream home or buy their first home, which is completely going to change their lives, right? You and I both know that. And so, and I'm still learning how to juggle it. I mean, I have a full-time job, and then I'm trying to grow this business on the side, which I'm very passionate about. And I have this vision that I know I can accomplish. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm at the time right now, as we're speaking, I'm trying to learn how to grow this on the side, basically, and figure that out. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, of course. And so at the end of the day, being a part of that group and just having those amazing humans around you, like, what has that done for you in your life? Like, being around people that are driven, that are going to push you, maybe get you out of your comfort zone a little bit. Like, just talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty motivated for the most part. Being an immigrant, I think it's that, I call it that immigrant mentality, that you're always either trying to prove yourself, or you know that you have to work hard in order to get to where you want to be. But then the fact that, yes, that I'm surrounded by Diego, that basically went through the same thing I went through. And then Andres, which is a freaking all-star here in this market. And then I also joined the Rat Race community, which is the little mastermind that, not little, the mastermind that Diego has. And just being around those people, it's very refreshing, right? And I have a bunch of motivated and very high performing friends, but they're not in this industry, right? And they're they have their 9 to 5, and I mean they're killing it. They're doing awesome. But finding people that are like-minded, like you said, I mean, it's very refreshing, and where you're always trying to get better, and you're always trying to, go for more basically, and not settle. So it's very motivating. It's changed my life, honestly. It has, and I'm nowhere where I want to be, but yeah, it's changed my life.
Well, what's interesting, and it's kind of in the theme of all the podcasts today, and I think about your position that you're in as, working your physical therapy job, which is a great profession, and you're giving back. But this word like keeps coming up in my life, and it applies here. Like, in order for you to chase the bigger dreams that you had in the real estate and all these things that you want to do, I think the word that everybody needs to understand is you have to give yourself permission to go do those things. And then once you go ahead.
No. And it's so funny that you mentioned that, because as I venture into this, and I'm still very new at this, you have those days where it's like, man, can I do this? Right? Can I actually do this? And you have those down days, and it's like, I've given myself permission. You are good enough. You can do this. You can put in the work. And like you said, allowing yourself to believe in yourself, because we are our own worst critic, right? We are. I mean, or at least I am with myself, and it's allowing myself to tell myself that I can do it. So yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's wild. The podcast we released on Monday, he's been in sales for like 25 years, high levels, and he said all sales is the transfer of belief. And so. And so at the end of the day, think about it from a real estate agent point of view. If you don't walk out, and you're not going to feel it all the time, because nobody does, but if you don't walk out and believe in yourself, how do you expect your clients to believe in you?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. And so at the end of the day, we have to make sure that we're doing the things necessary on a day-in-day basis. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be rough. And here's the deal. It's never been harder as a real estate agent to get started in the business. But if you get started when the market's the hardest, can you imagine how you're going to be 5 years from now? Right. Can you imagine how, right. And so like, you have to understand that it actually might be a blessing in disguise that it is hard right now, and you'll find your niche and you'll get your way. But what I think so exciting is kind of take us through, like your social media videos are fucking hilarious as shit. Like, take us through your like journey of like what you've got from like just posting online and stuff, and like how long ago did that start?
That started this year, and of course it started with a challenge that Mr. Diego put on to our mastermind. And yeah, I mean, honestly, again, this is, and I hope that I can do this interview, maybe another interview a year from now, and see where I'm at. It's all very new, and I hope that some people can get something out of this. It's all very new, and I'm just jumping in it and just taking action and seeing where it goes. But yeah, the thought behind the channel was just to kind of be myself and trying to educate people at the same time. And having a platform to connect with people. And I have connected with people, and made friends, especially Clubhouse, more than Instagram. I've connected with a bunch of people that I never thought it was possible. And so, yeah, you can see the power of social. And that was the whole premise behind it, was just to use these platforms that we have to connect with people and meet people that you wouldn't meet otherwise, right? I honestly wouldn't have met you unless it was for Instagram.
Yeah.
And we live in the same city.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that was the whole thing. It's just kind of put myself out there and grow this brand that I'm trying to grow, personal brand, of the realtor Julio, and educate people and share my journey so that other people can believe in themselves. Just like when I heard Diego, I was like, holy cow, man, I can do this. You know, there's proof of concept basically, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was the idea.
100%. So if you're sitting here today and we're going to do this interview a year from now, and you're talking to, let's say, your 20-year-old self, your 21-year-old self, like, what advice would you give that guy?
That's a good one. I'm trying to think of myself as a 21-year-old, partying way too much. Just be patient, I would say. And I'm still working on that. Be patient and because it's funny, I was looking at my goals the last 2 years and just told myself that, hey, Julio, like everything that you put your mind to, you've been able to accomplish, because of your persistence, because of the example that your parents have set for you, your mom and dad, and just be patient and persistent is what I would say. Yeah,
for sure. And now I'm going to change it up. I've never done this before. How old are you today?
34.
Okay. What advice would you give your 45-year-old self?
That's a good one too. Because it's so funny that you mentioned 45, and I have it written down in my notebook what I want at 45. So
I was almost going to say 40, but 45 felt better. So
yeah, 40. What advice or what would you?
I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to let you think about it. I'm going to tell you a story. So a good friend of mine, he's the king of categories. He sold his company for $3.4 billion. All right. Ooh. He's a gangster, right? He's 50, he drinks. He's funny as fuck. He #1 podcast host. He told me a story at the end of our podcast, and it was probably one of the most powerful stories I've heard. And it set with me. And he said, Austin, you know who's my favorite person in the entire world? He said, my 21-year-old self. He goes, that motherfucker worked his ass off. He goes, you know who I liked even better than that? 29-year-old guy. He was a fucking savage. He goes, you know who was the best motherfucker? He goes, 35 years old. He goes, because that motherfucker set up this 50-year-old like a king. Yeah. And he goes, do something today that your future self will thank you for.
Right.
And it's like one of those things where I don't think we think in those terms, but it's so important. Don't. Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's awesome. No, I like that. And that's honestly my whole goal right now, is say, how can I set myself up right now, not just for myself, but for my future family as well. And the kids and the grandkids. And so what can I do right now to bust my ass right now? Cause I have a girlfriend, but she's grinding too. We're connected in that because she's doing her thing and I'm doing my thing. But I have no attachments in the sense, or no obligations except to myself and obviously my family. And they're here in town and I can see them more often now that I'm not traveling. But yeah, I mean, it's just to my 45-year-old, it's like, hey man, the goals that you're setting right now, they're going to come true, is what I would tell them. The goals and the dreams that you're setting today, they're going to come true when you're 45 years old.
I love it. I'm going to share another story for you that I think is kind of on the vein of this. Is one of the greatest things Ed Milet says, and I don't care how you feel about religion, it's all relative, but he believes in God, and that's all fine and good for him, and for whatever you believe in. But he says that the way he lives his life is that he believes that when he's done and he's dead, that he believes he's going to walk up and look at God, and standing next to God is going to be the being that God created, the best version of himself. And he says, I'm going to look him dead in the eye and I want him to go, great fucking game, dude. And he goes, that's what I work towards every day.
That's awesome.
And at the end of the day, something I'll share with everybody, and I say it to my business partners, the 2021 version of yourself can't walk in the fucking door of the 22 version of yourself, and so on and so on. If you are not seeking that 1% every day, regardless if it was a good day, a bad day, or a shitty day, that's all that matters. Self-awareness and moving forward and not getting caught up by the obstacles. That in return is really just your mind.
Right. That's powerful. Yeah.
It's one of those things where I want people to reframe the conversation to say, maybe I didn't have a shitty day. Maybe I had a couple hours that were bad, but the rest of the day was good. Like, let's not just throw the baby out with the bathwater, dude, if you're working towards your goals, guess what? Sometimes you get punched in the throat. Every day. I thought we locked up 28 lots yesterday. I was doing cartwheels, and guess what? No, we didn't. It doesn't matter. It's all relative because we're going to keep fishing. We're going to keep hunting. That's all you can do.
Exactly. Yeah. And I actually just met with Diego before you. And this weekend, I mean, I was so excited because I had a very productive weekend. I did 2 open houses, right? I'm working all week, and then I go do the realtor thing on the weekend. And I went door knocking, which I've never done before. And I got 3 emails. And then at the open house, I got 3 contacts. And I'm on cloud 9, like, right? As a baby realtor, I'm like, man, this is awesome. Nobody has answered me back. No one. So, but it's like you said, I mean, you go through these ups and downs, but as long as you're right, it's always going up, right? As long as you put in the work.
Well, same thing with the podcast. If it's going that way, you're good.
Right.
I mean, like, that's all you can do. I mean, because think about it this way, and I'll just use your example. Those people, it's really busy right now. They might be busy. And like at the end of the day, that person might be that, like it's all about lines in the water, creating the opportunities and making sure that you're doing what you need to take care of and letting the things fall with you. So if people want to follow your journey and they want to see what you got going on, how would they do that?
Well, biggest platform that I have right now, it's ATX Real Estate _ happy hour on IG. And TikTok, same thing, ATX Real Estate _ happy hour. And I'm thinking about venturing into YouTube. So we'll see how it goes.
I love that. Guys, I'm letting you know this for anybody that's watching. If you're not following this group of individuals that are in this real estate team, they are going to break every fucking record that ever existed in any real estate thing. And they're all Hispanic and they're all amazing humans. And maybe one day I'll get my license just to show them that I could destroy every single one of them if I wanted to. But no, I'm just kidding.
I believe it.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm good. I'm going to go build houses instead. So, but dude, I can't thank you enough for taking the time, sharing your story. So powerful. Really, I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much.
No, I appreciate you, man. First podcast.
I love it. Guys, if you like this episode, make sure you send it out to your friends, share it. Rate us and review us, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to Construct Your Life with Austin Linney. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to rate, review, subscribe, and pay it forward by sharing with a friend. Most importantly, take this opportunity to start constructing your life by taking immediate action on what you learned. For show notes, resources, and more information on one-on-one coaching with Austin, visit constructyourlifepodcast.com.